We're supposed to get a bunch of rain this afternoon, and I have been lazy, and it's like 10:30, and I'm just getting out here because it's time change, and today's the only day that I can be lazy. So why not? So everybody's mad. Good morning. Hello. What are we doing, Goobers? Are we ready for breakfast? Zoe, are we ready? Good morning, Toot Toot. Good morning, Coco. All right, girls, let's have breakfast. Just wanted to give you guys a shout out. We have grown by about 1,500 subscribers. Like, I feel like we just hit 7,000 and now we're basically at 9,000. It's Sunday, and so by the time you guys see this video on Wednesday, we probably will be over 9,000 subs, which is really exciting. I think this time last year, we looked at it the other day and we had like 75 subscribers. Like maybe 100, because we had one birth video at this point last year, and now we're at almost 9,000. We're at 9,000 subscribers, and 10,000 was like my goal for the end of this year, to be at 10,000 subs, and we're gonna reach that probably in March, and that's just crazy. So I'm so thankful for you guys who are new, who are with us, for all you guys have hung in with us from the beginning since last year, and we actually started in 2019 with YouTube. And if you're not a sub and you want to, hit that subscribe button and join our little farm family. Good morning, my grouchy friends. Oh, get on the bus. Good morning, Dottie Daughters. She was standing in our bedroom door this morning outside meowing. Not like because she knows we're in there. She was just playing. It was funny. Good morning, Stinky Boys and Pork Chop. Pork Chop doesn't stink. No, you two do though. Oh, Pork Chop food. So we're really excited about reaching 9,000. I'm really excited to reach 10. That's just such a big goal with YouTube, is, you know, this kind of milestone subs with like 10 and 50 and 100, but 10,000 is a big deal. And to go from like less than 100 subs to 10,000 subs in about a year is just crazy. And we are so thankful for you guys that hang out with us every week and watch our videos, and it just makes a huge difference for us. All right, Duke, time to go, bub. It's time to let goaties out for the day. I just don't think mama goats are gonna handle you being out here with baby goats. We've had too much stress, buddy. Some people have asked this question, not a whole lot, but we don't get it that often. Duke absolutely would be fine in with the goats and would not hurt them, is very bonded to them, wants to protect them. We've always used him as less bonded to animals and more bonded to an area because of how our old farm was set up, because our animals were not where he could patrol. He could be in one pen and patrol the whole area. So he never lived with any of the animals full time. We had chickens and we could never train him not to eat chickens. We started him very young with chickens. I mean, very young. Those were the first animal that we had. We had chickens when he arrived on the farm. He was always exposed to them. in with them, trained with them, and some peers you just can't, some dogs you just cannot train to leave chickens alone. We don't have chickens anymore. We didn't get rid of chickens because of Duke. We just trained him to bond to his area instead of to our specific animals. He'd always been trained with goats, been in with goats. We trained him very early with the goats, with Daisy and Twiz when they first came to the farm. For him to have full perimeter, he had to kind of be not in with any of the animals. And we could have bought a second dog. We just didn't need it. He's always very much been enough. All right, everybody. What are you guys doing? Toot toot? I'm jumping on all the things. Where's Coco? Is she already back to bed? Pixie's in heat, so she's already out here. Hello, Tinkerbell. Hi. How are you? Hello, sweet girl. How many babies you got cooking in there? She's due the 26th. Today's the 16th, so we got about 10 days. No, 14th. Today's the 14th, so we got about 12 days. Baby bump. This is food. My guess is she has at least 2, just from knowing her in the past. She's a really tiny doe. And then I think Poppy may have 2. This baby bump just gets bigger and bigger. And she has a massive udder, which we're really excited about. Gosh, y'all stink so bad. All this grass, they have like the worst farts and burps. It smells terrible in here. I think I missed right there, Zoe. I think most of it landed on the ground. Milo, you are so cute. You are just the cutest little boy. Hello, Toot Toot. I am really excited that we're gonna start milking this girl and Bunny this week because these guys are 2 weeks old. She's 2 weeks old today. There's a little Toot Toot. Yes, you are. You're a big girl. Milo's only a week old, but Toffee is also gonna be 2 weeks old on Wednesday. So about midweek, we'll start milking those mamas, Cece and Bunny. I just wanted to take like a quick minute to explain today in today's video how we handle milking. We're dairy. If you guys are new and you didn't know, we have Nigerian dwarf goats. We raise them for milk, and I can do a whole video on like what we do with our milk because I know everybody's like, well, what do you do? And we'll do a different video on that. But what I want to talk about today is bottle raising versus dam raising and why we do what we do and how we milk share, which I love and works best for me. But I know a lot of people bottle raise and you know, use the milk differently, and you know, that's okay too. So what we do is called milk sharing. So you can see we are letting our mamas raise their babies instead of bottle feeding. A lot of people in dairy will bottle feed their babies and milk moms from the very beginning. They'll let babies get a colostrum and then they'll start bottle feeding and milking moms from the very beginning. Lots of people who show their goats do this, and there are a couple of different reasons for that. One is because you have more control over milk production and udder. Babies can be hard on mama's udders, and if you look, we have a whole mess of singletons this year, so everybody's udder, we're watching out for it to get uneven, and if you were showing your goat with an uneven udder, that wouldn't work out. And if you're showing your goat and they're feeding babies, that doesn't really work for a lot of people. I'm sure there are people that show that dam raise. I just know most of the bigger people in show would be horrified if you let your show goat dam raise their babies. Since we're a homestead and the only reason that we are milking our goats is for just our own benefit, I let my mamas raise their babies. God made them to raise their babies, and they're better at it than I am. So as long as mom's not rejecting and she's feeding and babies are growing healthy, we do not bottle raise. If we have a weak kid, or mom, like when Cece had 5 babies, we did supplement 2 teats, 5 babies. You know, I'm a psychologist, my husband is a CPA, we both work full-time jobs. That's not time I can dedicate to bottle feeding 10 to 12 kids at a time every year with the 8 to 10 does. And guys, these girls are so mischievous. They love to go over there because they know mom hates it. They're the worst. And funny. And Duke loves it. Milo knows better because his mom will bark at him. One of the other kind of pro-cons people talk about bottle raising versus dam raising is friendlier babies. If you have bottle babies, they are always going to be friendly because you are the provider of the food and they know that and they want to be with you all the time, and so they have friendlier babies. You can have friendly dam raised babies. You just have to handle them and play with them all the time, and that's what we do. Is I come out every day and spend time with all the babies, make sure to pick them up and to hold them. I come out and sit in the pasture with them so they crawl all over me, so that they're very used to humans. And the more you interact with goats, the more friendly they are. I find bottle babies kind of annoying, to be honest with you, and they're just in your face. And I really don't like bottle raised bucks because they're all over you. This guy is not bottle raised. Were you? Your mama raised you. And as friendly as can be, is always eating my pants and just wants to be loved on and pet. When I talk about milk sharing, what does that even mean? And how can you do that if you want to dam raise your babies? Pixie, play nice. So what we'll do is probably on Wednesday or Thursday night, we will separate these 2 girls into a pen by themselves. They'll both be 2 weeks old. We'll put them in a stall by themselves at night where mama can still see them and sleep right next to them, but where they can't drink overnight. And I do think Toffee sometimes thinks Cece's her mom, which is really funny because Bunny takes really good care of her, but she and Tootsie are such good friends. And then we will milk Cece and Bunny in the morning, and we will keep that milk for ourselves, and then they'll go back out with their babies all day long, and the babies will drink all day long. The first 2 weeks, babies are with moms 24/7 until they can go all night without. They're eating some grain and some grass and hay. They'll have feed in their pen overnight. It's plenty of milk for us. Moms get to raise babies. It just works out for us so much better. But if you really need all the milk, like maybe you're using the milk to raise a bottle calf, or you want to sell your babies as bottle babies, and a lot of people do, so they'll pull those babies, they bottle feed them for a couple weeks, and then they sell them at 2 weeks old, and they have all the milk, and their new families raise them as bottle babies from 2 weeks on. So sat down, and she is using me as a scratching post. I think. Is that what you're doing? Huh? Did you just want to be in mom's lap for a minute? You're too big for that. You are. Huh? What are you doing? Go eat. You kind of smell bad. You've been burping. Don't eat the camera. She walked over me and laid down to scratch her belly as she went, hoping she's gonna move on. What are we doing? Mom doesn't know what we're doing. Can you go? I was playing with the baby goats and you scared them off. What do you think, Toffee? Hi, Tutu. Hi, girls. Hi. This is why Mom sat down. it's pouring down rain. So we're gonna have to wrap today's video up just in the barn. I did, over here, clean the milk room today. Swept and picked things up, and we got all my milking stuff ready to go in there. Everything's nice and clean. Felt good to get that done this afternoon. Milo, are you climbing on the feeder? All right, let's get the feeders hung back up and get you guys fed. Okay, we got the other friends fed. Everybody came out for dinner, which was good. Just didn't want to get the camera wet. So let's get these guys sorted. She's already got Milo in here. So I'm gonna put Bunny and Toffee in here with her. Bunny's soaking wet. Come on, Tops. Toffee. Come on, Toppers. Oh, Lisa. It's okay. Here's Mama. Coco's already in here. Quick. Oh. Come on. Yep, you out. Goodbye. Oh, yeah. Oh. Last of our little family. If you're new and you didn't know, all these guys are related. So the way this works is, this is Cece and Cece's baby, Tootsie or Toot Toot, and then Tinkerbell is one of Cece's daughters, Nani and Pepper. Pepper is Nani's, he's a wether, he's Nani's kid from last year, and then Coco is in there, she's under the feeder where she likes to sleep. This is mother, daughter, sister, and nephew. So Padme and Toffee are sisters, are full sisters. Obviously, they look exactly alike. And Bunny is their mom. Milo is Padme's son. So Toffee is Milo's aunt, if they were Peekles. They actually get along pretty well. Little family groups tonight. These are my mean girls. If you've been around for a while and we've talked about herd order before, these are my most dominant goats. Daisy's the big goat, and then Zelda are my herd queens. They're the most pushy and bossy, which means they get the most food. If you notice during dinner, Zelda had a feeder to herself for a while. Daisy will only share with Poppy, who's her granddaughter. Twiz, I would say, would be next in line. Poppy doesn't really fight with anybody. She doesn't have to, because she always gets to benefit from Daisy being the herd queen. It's kind of silly that these 5 girls are gonna take up the most space in the barn. So this is what we'll do for tonight to keep everybody dry.